That's the same night that Catherine Miller is murdered, is shot in her kitchen.
After publicly stating, I hope something happens to your mom. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean...
Dude, it's a whack job.
Yeah.
And this is not even... This story's crazy.
If only he had the insult, your mom goes to college.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, really?
This story's crazy because the political assassination in a whole nother country has just been like kind of pushed to the side by this whack job.
I told you to hang tight. This is
so we got political intrigue, international political intrigue. We have Salisbury. This is the fucking heart of it over here in America. Salisbury, North Carolina. Salisbury, as I call it in my head for some reason. And boom, here's this whack job. Just run around killing every fucking body.
I mean, it's just a really interesting case of, like, it makes me think of bumper cars.
Yeah.
How people are just bumping into each other.
Well, you got this dude from Sweden. He's got this past. It's like a big deal. He comes over here. He's kicking around. He's running around, serving all the ladies up in Salisbury with his incredible Swedish meatballs.
And his mustache.
And his great mustache. Sounds like an incredible stash.
I bet he wore really awesome sweaters, too.
You know he did. You know he did.
Yeah. I bet he looks like a sweater
Oh, I bet
guy.
dude, you know, that's... All this horrible stuff's happened, and it can't be changed. But that is great for him to see her with this big Swedish... I don't know. Is he big? I just don't remember. He's a ladies' man. He's handsome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I bet that just ate that piece of shit up. That she's with this cool dude. Who I can't even do a Swedish accent.
Like, aw, dude, she upgraded.
Yeah, she totally upgraded.
I fucking love you, you whore. It's probably one of those.
Give me your phone, bitch. I'm going to give you my number. That's thugs meeting chicks in the bar. But anyway, yeah. So he's teaching. She's teaching. And I bet that obviously it pushed him over the edge.
Definitely.
He couldn't take it.
Well, none of the murder weapons were ever recovered, so we still don't know what he did with those guns.
Yeah, I'd say he knew how to get rid of a gun. Be it cut it up, drill out the barrel, whatever.
Underwood was convicted and sentenced to serve life in prison.
Just life?
While in prison, he continued to deny any involvement in the killings and claims that the evidence was planted. He was framed. He was set up.
Right, because the own cops in the area wanted to set up another ex-cop.
I had read an article, and I used a couple of articles from the Watauga Democrat to research this story. And there was a journalist, I suppose, who had gone to the prison to interview him some years later. And Underwood was like, I don't know why you'd want to talk about this all these years later.
Right.
Whatever. But was denying that he had anything to do with it, still claiming that all of this evidence was planted. He was innocent.
What a douche.
It was a conspiracy.
I'll tell you what a cocksucker. Excuse me, but...
Well, he died, if this is any comfort for you, Dylan. He died of natural causes on December 23rd, 2018.
He died because of karma. She's a bitch, and she serves it up sooner or later.
Karma does.
They can call it natural causes.
Fries it in a pan and
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And the more shit you do, the more just your desserts.
You think so?
I don't know. No, because he would have died of some agonizing shit drawn out over 2 years, what he deserved. Piece of shit.
So, interesting side note when it comes to this case.
Okay. I can't handle many more on this one.
Kay Whedon was a professor of mine at Western Carolina University.
You're kidding.
And I remember her son. She taught a public speaking class. I was a communications major.
Now you're just making shit up.
And she taught a communications, public speaking class.
Okay.
That I had to take. And, yeah. And so I heard of this story. I saw the name. I remembered, wait a minute, I had a professor.
With that name. And then you probably just thought, oh, it's just, somebody with the same name.
Quick realized it was the same woman.
Really?
Then my mom, who's a huge Mountain Murders fan. Thanks, Mom. Shout out to you for being awesome.
And she supported this podcast by birthing you.
For choosing life, baby.
Yep.
So
that's right. Our mom's vaginas support this podcast, guys. Just so you know. Yeah.
Don't talk about my mom's badge.
Oh. Well, my mom's vagina. Well, okay, let's just move on.
damn it, Dylan.
Yeah.
So Kay Whedon, I remembered the name, whatever, remembered this story from years before. And then my mom was like, because she's always recommending cases. She gets really excited.
She does.
She says, oh my gosh, have you heard of this story? It's so crazy. There was this prime minister, an assassination, all the things we've just talked about. She's telling me, and I was like, you know what? I know this case, and the woman, the center of it all in this love triangle, was my professor at Western. And my mom was like, no way!
What the hell, dude?
We're both, catamounts, Mom and I.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I remember her son, he was in a fraternity, but sometimes when we were in class, he would pop by in the beginning or the end of class, sometimes to talk to his mom. So I remember him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's 2 degrees of Heather Hyde around here, I guess.
Isn't that wild? Just a connection?
Well, I mean, what's the odds?
And I never knew. And this was in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I never knew that she was involved in something like this.
That's crazy.
Of course, in her professional life, she wasn't telling her students, but...
Well, who'd want to talk about that shit?
She had experienced some serious trauma. Not only is her, her boyfriend murdered, which they'd only been dating a short time. It wasn't like she was madly in love with him.
But he's murdered because of her.
Yes.
She has to carry that shit.
Her mother is killed.
Her damn mom is brutally executed in her own damn kitchen.
Stalked and harassed. Her son has been threatened.
Because of her. I mean, I'm saying that in a way that she could carry that survivor's guilt with her. Poor woman.
I know. I just can't even.
Well, I'm glad that she could even carry on.
What this woman has been through.
Yeah, I mean, she's a strong woman.
But she was a great teacher. I really enjoyed her class. Of course, public speaking, I love to talk about
really
myself
sad
in public, so.
That she, I mean, who could imagine?
I know,
How could
right?
you even go on after that? Seriously.
And who would have thunk it that you'd find a murder with so many different elements tucked away right here in
I'm just waiting for you to
little
say
old Western North Carolina.
By the way, they found Jimmy Hoffa's body while they was looking for the other guy's body. I mean, I'm just a couple more big ties there. Yeah. That was incredible. Thank you.
Our first real love triangle.
Our international intrigue, which we've had a little bit of that. Peter London. He's going all over the place killing people. But no, that's very exciting. In a morbid way, because poor people were, the wrong people died, or were murdered, But, yeah, that's crazy.
Well, if you want to see this amazing Swedish man's meatballs, his mustache.
I'm looking him up at work tonight.
His good looks. Don't worry about it, Dylan. I'm going to take care of that work for you.
Okay.
I'll be posting his photo on Instagram and on our Facebook page, so you can look up Mountain Murders. On Facebook, Mountain Murders Podcast on Instagram. Give us a follow there, and you'll see we add a lot of photos and things from these cases. And if you want to sign up for Patreon, you can join for as low as $3 a month. Support the podcast if you're a fan. I want to just say thanks to all of our listeners. We are at over 18,000 downloads officially on our podcast.
Yes, and we're heading towards our biggest month to date. It's done nothing but grow since we started it back up.
We're not even a year in. We started this podcast last year at the end of December.
Right.
We had episodes from December to February.
4 or 5.
Then we had a lull until May.
Yep.
And then we were back in business. We've had 18,000 downloads off of just a couple of months.
Yeah.
Worth of podcast
and from May,
material.
it went crazy. And we talk about it all the time. We know it's because of you guys. Other true crime.
We have so many wonderful fans. Word of mouth. They tell their friends. They tell their family.
Yes.
They brag about us.
We
love
it.
5-star reviews.
We love it.
Yeah.
And
they follow us. They like us. They engage on our Facebook page, on our Twitter, on Instagram. They are just wonderful fans. They're so supportive.
And we love you guys, and we're humbled every day.
We sure are. Well, we're going to peace out, but we'll be back soon with more Appalachian true crime.